Hello. Welcome back to another vlog. Today is currently Wednesday, the 11th. Yeah, I think it's the 11th of February. And I do intend on vlogging until Saturday at least. Excuse me, or even Sunday. Because last week, I was trying to do a weekly vlog and ended up only vlogging 3 days of the week. And I'm not proud of that, so I'm gonna try to do better. But today's plan is, what's the plan? I'm trying to prop this somewhere. Well, not somewhere, but on the windowsill. I'm not sure if this is better. Yeah, I think this is better. Well, for me. But today's agenda. On today's agenda, I have to receive my suitcase from Tata. Finally, guys, I've been living off of the same pieces of clothing and somehow managing to make that work, which made me think maybe I don't need a lot of clothes. But no, I'm kidding. I do love my clothes and I do need them because I really have been needing to start to wait. But yeah, I have to receive my suitcase, and then I have to, well, not have to, but I want to try and bake scones, and then start my TFL certificate thingy course. Yeah, because I haven't been able to do that because my sister has been using my PC, or maybe I've just been making excuses. But I'm finally gonna start because I think my sister should be getting her PC back today. And then I was supposed to go to this other lady that I met at her coffee shop, but I have not texted her or let her know that I will be coming, so I'm not sure if I should text her first, because I did mention that I will be coming back, but just not waiting, So yeah, I think I'm gonna text her first, but I wanted to do that. I also wanted to go to the beach, but it's just, guys, I need to learn how to drive because my sister's car is parked right there, and I could easily get into that car and drive to the beach if I knew how to drive, but unfortunately I did not. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait until Saturday and try to convince my sister that she take us to the beach in the early morning, and then we can have like a breakfast picnic type of situation. I don't know, but yeah, spend the Wednesday with me as an unemployed person. I don't know. You guys, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, if you can already tell. But I have chia pudding with half a mango, and then I have the rest of the mango here, and a pitch. I think it's called dessert pitch. I don't know what the difference is between that and an actual, like, your regular pitch. But yeah, I'm gonna take this outside. I also have my book and my journals, and we're gonna see. We're gonna see, but I'm gonna take this outside. The lighting in this room is not too good, forgive me, or at least it doesn't look too good to me, but I am having some iPad time because I realized that I've actually been so locked in this morning. I haven't sat in bed and just played on my iPad, so I'm doing that. And I'm having Oros with our shoes in this cute mug, so it looks like I'm doing something serious other than drinking Oros. I think I bumped my knee into something, but that's not the point. I have my laptop open in front of me because I am about to start the TFL course, but I just wanted to chat to you guys a little. I think I've already been talking too much on this vlog because the intro was like 2 minutes long or even more. But I have thoughts on All About Love by Bell Hooks that I wanted to share with you guys. Well, not anything revolutionary or radical, but just I think the book is a radical piece of literature for its time, given that it was released in 1998. Wait, I actually need to fact check that. Okay, yeah, I am right. It was released in 1999, 1998. So that was what, like more than 20 years ago. So it was very radical for its time, and the themes that it touches on, and just, the whole idea of defining love as an action word. I feel like the book was rehashing ideas that I already know. In a way, like, I already knew that love is an action word. I already knew that we have to confront the system in order to live, I suppose. I don't know. But I do feel like most of the things that were written in that book are things that I already knew, but it felt somewhat affirming to read them, because I'm like, where do I get those things from? Probably Substack, essays, whatever. I don't know, but it felt really affirming to just have those things being said to me again, and having them on paper and being able to highlight them and make notes in the margins. However, I do think that the phrase be a filter, not a sponge, is very applicable in that book. Well, it's applicable in every single type of media or literature that you consume, because you can't just take everything that people say or authors or artists say. So I think there are, no, not I think, there are, why am I not able to speak? Okay, there's chapters that I skipped in that book because I felt that they were not speaking to me, or they were slightly controversial in today's climate. In a way, it was still very heteronormative, very, I don't want to say patriarchal, but then there are chapters where she seems to be contradicting herself. I really don't have notes in the book. I really cannot pinpoint where exactly, but that's just how I felt when I was reading the book. And as I was skipping the chapters, I was not sure why. And then after I finished the book, I was like digesting everything, and I was like, oh, okay, this is probably why I felt this type of way when I was reading this specific chapter. However, it is an incredible book. I would recommend it to anyone, and there are chapters that had me like, whoa, like I had to close the book and put it down. That's why it took me so long to get through it. But yeah, there were chapters that were so profound and so life-changing and affirming to me, like chapter 4. I remember because I wrote about it on my notebook. Chapter 4, and then there's, I think, page 200 to 201. I highlighted a lot of things on those pages. I don't remember what exactly, but I just remember that those pages stuck with me. So yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10. If it was written in 2026, I'd probably give it a lesser rating, but for the most part, it's a very good book. Like, in your lifetime, I do recommend that you read it, but remember, be a filter, not a sponge. Don't just take every single idea that is thrown at you in life in general. But currently, I am reading this, which honestly, I am having a hard time getting through it. I think in general, I'm a very slow reader, if you guys haven't noticed. So I am reading this book. It's a classic by Jonathan Swift. It's called Gulliver's Travels. So Jonathan is this man, which century does this occur in? But then he finds himself, he decides he's a sailor, or like, wait, what are those people called now? But then he basically was traveling with a group of people by ship, and like having these voyages, and then something happens to their ship, and then he finds himself in this very strange part of the world that he doesn't know the language, and the people look quite miniature in comparison to him because he's European, I guess. And yeah, it's very detailed and very descriptive, which I love. But then the language, you can tell that it's not something that has been written now, but I really am gonna give it a chance. Like, I'm gonna give it a fair chance, despite of the long sentences and the language that it uses, because I really do think it's important that I consume other forms of writing, you know. Like, I really want to hear how other authors express themselves and their ideas, and not just have this monotonous way of thinking and speaking. Because I said this on my Substack the other day or the other week, that I think we should be getting off Substack. Well, not completely, but we shouldn't be using Substack as our only source of literature and reading, because on there is a trend. I mean, it's a social media platform, so you will see some underlying trend in the writing, and when all of us start to write the same way, we are gonna think the same way and speak the same way. That's why everyone, well, not everyone, but then that's why chronically online people have this very chronically online personality that is not really unique to them. And so it's really important that I read other forms of literature and other people's writings, like from different times and different contexts and different genres, because I just want to hear how different people think and speak. I really don't want to have one single way of thinking inform my thinking, or one single way of speaking inform the way that I speak, because what's going to happen is that we're all going to be speaking and thinking the same way, and that's never really conducive. There's no nuance, there's no, you know, we're gonna be sponges and just absorbing each other's thoughts without really challenging anything. Not that we always have to challenge things, but then ultimately we're not gonna think. That is what I'm getting at. So yeah, I think I have more things that I want to say in this video, so bear with me. I'm gonna be speaking a lot, is what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, I'm gonna continue watching a vlog on my iPad and then work on my TOEFL certificate, which I'm very nervous about and have been putting off, but excuse me, I can't keep running anymore. So yeah.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay?
Let's go to the switch.
Would it be
Hi guys! The ones on mute. There's a vlog and the ones are the same thing where I'm like trying to talk and I didn't cut it out. You want to mute
surely to the sea, darling, so it goes.
No, I muted myself. Hi guys, so we have the scone up. Wait, I needed to focus on this scone. I focus in it, but not the scone. So I want to see bana supome senjang. This is like a taste test. Oh, I think this is sugar cool. It's falling apart. It's falling. It's falling. Oh no, guys, I'm on the phone with Oindando and we are saying.
Oh, if you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends.
Hi guys, it's many hours later and I'm back home. As you can see, I'm all cozy and warm in my sister's turtleneck. But today was a long first day. First of all, I got drained on, which means that I am feeling a little bit sick, but I'm about to take Corix. Yeah, I'm about to take that and hopefully it kills this flu before it gets to me. Excuse me. How was my first day of work? It was exhausting and informative. I did not get to interact with customers as much as I would have liked, but generally there aren't a lot of customers there because of the type of store that it is. Yeah, it's like old people who go there, soccer moms, and then that's just it. You know, we didn't have customers from like 1 until we closed. So I guess a lot of people just want to go there in the mornings. I was on my feet most of the time, and I think that's what made me really tired. But I really learned the nitty-gritties of baking and like the measurements and grams and milliliters. So I'm really excited to apply that in my everyday life. Well, not everyday life, but in my personal life, because I really have been getting into baking, and now I'm actually realizing that jacket kaluto I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, so I'm gonna have this, and I really need to take a shower, like a really hot shower, and then continue working on my TEFL certificate. Otherwise I might just nap. I really want to take a nap, Shem, but if I take a nap, I'm not gonna do the things I want to do. I also need to unpack my suitcase because yeah. So handas, but didn't it down, Sana. Didn't it down. See this volunteering / side quest thing that I'm doing made me realize why exactly I needed a gap year. Because I'm like, imagine if this was an actual job and my livelihood depended on it. Maybe I would have adjusted, but then yeah, no, it's really not feeling comfortable in my physical health, especially because I'm not on my Altroxin, and I haven't been on my Altroxin. My energy levels are just, yeah, but it was a lovely experience nonetheless, and I look forward to Valentine's Day because that's like the D-Day where everyone is gonna be there. Where there's gonna be a lot of people. Actually, you know what? I feel like I did not even tell you guys what I'm doing there. But basically, I went to this high tea place. It's called Graceful Splendor High Teas, I think, on Main Road. And I went there and was like, "Hi, can you please give me a job?" And she was like, "No, I'm not hiring. Can't afford to hire anyone." And then I asked if I could volunteer instead because I really want to learn how to bake. I feel like I have said this or sort of given an explanation as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, but if I have not, then this is the explanation. So that's how I came about with the volunteering, and I wrote some stuff down, and yeah, after Saturday probably I'm not going back. Shame. Good morning, guys. Today is currently Saturday the 14th of February. So happy Valentine's Day to those who celebrate. But I did not vlog yesterday, and as you can see, I am not at work. And the reason for that is because yesterday morning, like around 5 a.m, I realized that I had started my period and I was in excruciating pain. So I texted my boss and I was like, "Hey, don't think I can come in today because just had my period and it comes with a whole bunch of side illnesses, symptoms." And but I can come in. I said to her, "But I can come in on Saturday because I think the second day is not the same as the first day, or at least in my case." She was like, "Thank you for letting me know in advance, but I'd much rather prefer Mercedes and I," meaning the girl that works there, "follow the systems that we already have in place." So I'm like, did she fire me or what happened? I don't know. But moral of the story is, there's no moral of the story, but the point is I'm not at work because of that, and I don't think I'm gonna go back, honestly, because I work like a dog. And I know that I said that I would try to vlog every day of this week for you guys, but yesterday, man, like I said, first day of my period, I spent most of it sleeping, and then my sister came back in the evening and was like, "Let's go to spa," because she hates it when I don't leave the house, Shame. But yeah, that's basically what I did. I slept and I went to go buy water. But I am redeeming myself today because I am going out. Well, not really going out, but I want to go work at this. Oh, why am I so... Something is happening. As you can see, my skin is breaking out. But I want to go work at this coffee shop. And I saw online that they have really good flapjacks, seemingly. So I want to try those. And this is my outfit. I have the durag on because... wow, you can't even see the outfit. I don't know where am I gonna prop you guys. But I have my durag on because I'm trying to flirt in my hair so that I can wear it out. I can't find the bandana thing that my sister has. And also, I want to see... okay, wait, I said I'd show you my outfit. Okay, yeah, by the way, I finally got my suitcase the other day, so yay. And I said, guys, I can't move any backwards than this. And then here, the lighting is not going to be too good. Or maybe I should choose this. Now it's just dark. Hey, tuna. There's just no winning, but you can see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this white button-up shirt from Ackermans, jeans from H&M, and then my Adidas with the stars. And then I am gonna carry this bag, but the problem is I have to fit this bag. Wait, I have to fit my laptop into this bag, and I have a 15-inch laptop, which is why I very much need a MacBook, 13-inch specifically MacBook, because I know it would fit in here. But I have my giant laptop, which I've never tried to put into any of those bags, and I don't think it's gonna work. Wait, hold on. Let me sit. Let me sit down for this, and let's see. This bag is not big enough. See, this happens. Guys, we might actually just have to ditch the laptop, okay? Because I genuinely, what am I gonna do? Maybe just carry it by hand? Because I don't have any other bag. Well, I kind of do, but then it's not gonna, like, it's not the vibe. It's not gonna go with this outfit. And it's very, very big. Oh, what do I do? See, and is it? Maybe I just carry it like this. This is heavy. ASOS, please do better. Please do better. Because why in the cinder? Why in the cinder? Or maybe I just have to carry it like this. Because I really do want to work. But also, after working, I have to go to the I have to go to the boardwalk. Because I want the Fakes and a bunch of other stores there and look for pajamas using that TFG account that I opened. So yeah, I will see you guys at the coffee shop. I think I would walk, but not much of a walk, Hashem, especially now that I have to bring my laptop. I don't think it's safe. So yeah, guys, you will not believe it. Well, I believe it, but the coffee shop is fully booked. I didn't know that could happen in coffee shops, but apparently people made reservations prior, and now I'm left having to walk down main road and find another coffee shop with this giant ass laptop on my hands. Oh, Chico, why me? Find my linens, guys, not me. But anyways, still gonna have a good day. The sun is out. I'm gonna walk. There is a Jake's Bagel somewhere, and that is like one of my favorite chain restaurants, franchises, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna continue walking and we're gonna salvage this day, okay?
I've rejected affection for years and years. No, I haven't. And then it's kind of weird. Who tells me?
my vlog, I almost forget to update you guys, but it's currently 3 p.m. and as you can see, I'm in a different outfit. My lovely sister is being my chauffeur and she's taking me to the boardwalk where I'm gonna print out. Okay, so okay, so my sister's taking me to the boardwalk where I need to print and certify my documents. Chauffeur. That's a chauffeur, yeah. But yeah, I want to show you guys my outfit. I'm wearing my sister's leather jacket and she wanted to wear it, but shame I colonized that. And yeah, I'm just in an all black outfit and I'm loving it so much. Also, the weather has changed drastically. Yeah, we just ended summer training.
No, this is still forest hill.
Oh.
This side and this side.
Oh, okay, but that's long enough. It's a summer strand.
And pretty, don't know how to respond. I tell him that he's pretty too. Can I say that? Don't have a clue. With every passing moment, I surprise myself. I'm scared of flies, I'm scared of guys. Someone please help, 'cause I think I've fallen in love this time. I blinked and suddenly I had a Valentine. Da, ba, da, ba, 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 da, da, ba. Da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Da, ba, 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 da, ba. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 ba. What if he's the love?
Top of the morning to everyone. I'm kidding. Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday and the very last day of this vlog, but I really did try to do my best with vlogging. Monday is the start of a new week, so I don't want to continue this vlog into Monday, so this is gonna be the end. But on today's agenda, I need to do laundry, finally unpack my suitcase that got here 3 days ago, and then what else am I to do? Then go to church. That's like the main thing, but church is only later on in the day. For now I need to figure out what am I gonna have for breakfast. Actually, do I have oats or do I have a smoothie? Which one is gonna keep me more full? Or do I have a smoothie? Guys, I really do need to get a tripod, hey. But okay, wait, let me just finish talking and then do what I want to do. But I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. I'll probably have a smoothie. Maybe oats. I haven't had oats in a while, nee. Yeah, I haven't had oats in a while. So I'm gonna have that. But first, my sister and I don't have coffee because she asked if should we buy coffee. I said nah, there's no need. Now I kind of regret it, but I did get one of those Nescafe sachets, coffee sachets. Well, it's cappuccino, but I'm gonna have this first. It's probably not a good thing to have it on an empty stomach, but I'm gonna do it either way. And yeah, and then make my breakfast, and then I will take you guys along my shenanigans.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love.
Good afternoon. Well, it's currently in the afternoon when I'm filming this. I'm not sure when you're gonna be watching this, but I just got ready to go to church. Honestly, I'm not in the best mood. I would rather just sleep and eat, but I promised myself that I would go to church, and so I'm gonna stick to my word. I want to show you guys my outfit. Very masked today. Wait, should I use this? keep saying I need a tripod, but I really do need a tripod. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. No, this is still not cutting it. But can you guys see? Oh wait, actually I can just move backwards. Yeah. You guys see what I'm wearing? It's very mask. But I feel like this summer I've just been so lazy with my style. I actually need to go thrifting, but yeah, I'm wearing my loafers and then I'm gonna bring one of my bags. Nothing too crazy. Should I put on rings? I feel like I should, but I don't know. Wait, hold on. Also, my sister's making Sunday lunch, and we have. Oh, this is button. I did ask her for permission to film this because I don't know. I find it quite rude to just. And then there's Sam. Yeah, that's Sam. And then this is beef. I'm really excited. I think we also have beetroot from last week. The stove is a mess, but you know she's been cooking. This is also a mess. I'm also having my second cup of coffee because I'm like, maybe today it'll work and give me energy because guys, I really don't have energy. I'm not sure if I'm just sad or tired or both, but nothing happened. I literally haven't left the house all day. Excuse me, I just did laundry. I think laundry is the most productive thing that I did today, and then I just watched the series on Netflix. And now suddenly I feel this way. But yeah, I'm gonna drink this and then leave for church. Okay guys, church is done. That was a lovely service. They sang two of my favorite songs, so I am feeling a lot better. But what do I want to say? I'm walking home. As you can see, I'm not Ubering because church ended a little bit earlier, and so it's still bright out. Well, the sun is still out a bit, and I just really want to familiarize myself with this neighborhood. So yeah, I'm gonna walk, and fingers crossed I don't get robbed and it's not too far, because it said on Google Maps that it's 19 minutes from my place. Also, look at the sky. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed, but this will probably be the end of the vlog. But wait, I have to show you the sunset also. But this will probably be it from me this week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. So pretty. This is so pretty.